So if you want to come to the front door, lady,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just adding this little side roof here, front door, making sure that the person can find the front door.
Right.
It's all the same all around. So you want to have this front door so that people can find it easily. I'm just gonna add some spruce steps, like so,
Mm-hmm.
just so you can get up to this front door. And now we're on the inside. We'll work on the
Wow.
inside here. So wherever you see naked logs, I like to add spruce stairs, making it look like it's supported as it goes up,
Mm-hmm.
branches inwards, like so. And then you want to find your center point of your mill. And this is for the reason when you're doing the inner mill, you're going to have everything connected. Because when you look at a mill, it's not empty on the inside. It has a place where you drop the wheat. It goes through the windmill, like it grinds it up, brings it down, and it makes flours.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do when I'm looking for the middle is I put down the cobblestone fence, right?
Right.
And then this will be our basic middle point where we can make all the flour happen. And that will be how you get all the way up. You put in your wheat, and then it comes down through the chute, and it lands at the bottom, and you make flour.
Right.
So next we're gonna build windmill, and the reason why is so that when we come back to the inside, we'll be able to figure out a staircase for everyone. So I'm sorry that I said that we were going to do the inside, but we're actually not. We're actually going to do the windmill now. So for the windmill, I think I'm going to place it on the door side.
Okay.
And so place it where this log is, basically. But I'm actually going to put it out one more. And this is so it doesn't hit anything with the surrounding building. It doesn't hit the building, basically.
Right. Right.
And so when I start off, I'm going to make a cross with a fence. And we might remove this fence later, depending on how it looks. I'm
Okay.
actually going to remove some of it now. Put spruce planks instead, like so.
Looks good. All right, guys. Sorry we had to cut the video. Coming back at you here with the design already built, but very simple to make. So we're just gonna look at this here. Um, come out from the main part of the building by 2 blocks. All right. And
Yep.
fence in the front. And it looks like, let's see, that is a plank on the top, the bottom, and kind of like in a circular pattern, and then top each block with the stair, underneath stair, and then the wool is coming out 3 by 1 by 3, and I'm gonna just pan back a little bit. It's easy enough to see in this texture pack where the lines are to show the
Yeah.
blocks. So, all right, yeah. So what next?
So now I'm just going to take this design and design one wheel, like so, by adding another thing of wool. And then what we're going to do is, where the stairs are, I might actually delete them like so. And put out this sign on the wheel where it makes sense to have it. So something kind of like that.
Yeah, it kind of makes it look like it's attached to that center, you know.
Yep, and that's what you kind of want, is something that looks like it's attached to the
Right.
center.
It's coming out
And then
from.
I'm just gonna put fence on the other side, basically. Do the same thing all around, same materials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep the stairs. So,
Yep, I'm just
and
showing
the
an
fence
angle shot
posts.
here from
Yep.
behind. Sometimes it's easier. Yeah, it is a little bit easier to see the blocks and how they're placed from behind because you don't have the structure in the back.
Yeah, that's looking a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have all of them done,
Yep,
then we just
that's
add fence in where added.
that looks good.
Yep, that looks a lot better. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now that we have our windmill, like so, we're going to add just a couple of things to the windmill itself, and one of those is buttons. And we're going to wooden button. This will give a little bit more texture to the pins, I guess you could call them. This will help the build so it looks a little bit more wooden still around that.
Yeah, these buttons are wrong.
Oh, my bad.
They need to go down. Oops. And I'm trying to
Lady.
operate with
Lady.
look, I'm trying to operate
It's alright.
without F1 on.
And then in the middle, what I'm gonna do is just add little things right here. So we'll have to destroy 2 buttons, but that's okay. I mean, that happens. So it looks kind of like that. And I think that's complete, basically.
That looks good, yeah.
The windmill.
Yep.
Alright, so now we're gonna go back inside. We're gonna figure out how this will look. So we know that our windmill comes through right here.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna come up here, lady?
Yep.
What I did is I took away the log, and I'm gonna add cobblestone wall, like so.
Connect the
I'm
wheel.
gonna add basically a turbine to grind the wheat that we put in.
Mhm.
So something like that, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna cover it up from the top, and I'm gonna use just spruce planks because you're not really gonna see top. So just spruce planks on the top, and underneath I'm gonna use stairs, where upside down stairs going towards the wall, kind of like this, like so.
Yep, that looks good.
And I'm gonna use a half slab on each corner. This will cover up turbine on the inside. And that way it looks like it's still dropping down through the cobblestone fence to the bottom where you gather your wheat and stuff. Alright, so now we need a staircase and a way up to the very top. Because that way's blocked, we're going to take the staircase and it's going to exit the building and go around the outside.
Okay.
So we're going to start on the inside for the staircase. And basically going to line it up like so. We're going to line it up so that when we get up to about here, where these glass windows are, we'll have it go outside.
Okay.
So where the glass windows are on the second floor is where we're going to make the staircase go outside. You basically just line it up with place up here. Basically figure out where it's going to go. So it might take a little bit of practice depending.
Right, to get it to
build.
line up. Yeah, to get it to line up perfect.
Yep, and you want it to look nice too. So, you know. So it just takes a little bit to get the staircase in. You just basically wrap it around, kind of around the foil after you get the bottom part like I've done. I'm just basically wrapping it around the foil part until we get up to the second level. Putting logs where the staircase turns, upside down stairs under these stairs.
Yeah, so the pattern is a stair block pattern as you go up.
Yep. Alright. I think we're at the second level. Yep, perfect. One more stair, it looks like. Be at the windows. Nope, yeah, that's perfect. Nope, sorry. One more up. Keep changing. Alright. Now that we're one more up, I'm gonna basically cut off everything with spruce wood and make a stair or a floor. But I gotta make sure that I don't connect or block the stairway as well. You want to make sure that it is easily accessible to get out of. Well, so I'm gonna break the glass right here. This is where our doorway is to the outside. I'm gonna use a different kind of wood for the outside staircase, just so it doesn't match with the um
Actual build.
roofs
Right.
as much. Yeah, because you don't want them to kind of like intertwine.
Right.
So now that we got our staircase, we're going to start our staircase outside. So it does get a little bit cramped with the windmill here, but it's going to look a lot nice once it's done well. You might have to remove some roof, but that's okay. As long as it looks nice, it's not really that big of a hassle, as you would say. You just basically figure out a nice pattern to get up to top floor.
All right. I can't get through here. You see where I'm at?
Yeah, we can destroy the roof. You know?
Oh, okay. You're okay. Okay.
We'll just make it look like that.
Oh, okay.
So we destroyed the second part of the roof, and on this side. And it makes sense too, so that the windmill doesn't scrape along the roof here. So it does make sense.
Yeah, to remove that, right?
Yeah, to have that there. So now we're just basically going. I'm actually gonna move this one more in, so it's lined up with the square part of the next tower part. Over here. Sorry, one sec. There we go. Alright, so now it's lined with the outside of the square part. We're just going to wrap it around till we get up to or the branched out part like so. We're going to remove some of that, go up, and you're on the top floor, like so. And you always remember to, you can always modify your builds to help out and just make it look good after you've modified it.
Yep. That looks good.
So I'll put upside down staircases underneath
Mm-hmm.
the stairs again. And I'm going to put on the side here upside down staircases as well. This will be a good railing, so in case you don't want to fall off, you know. The only place that does make sense to have a railing, though, is where the windmill is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to stop right here.
That's right.
Then all we'll do is put fences along the way here.
Yep. That on the top of the upside down slabs and stairs.
Yep. Yep. Then we'll get to the top here where the last part before we do the last of the interior comes in hand. So I just did spruce half slabs, or you can do slabs as well. It doesn't really matter. But for up here, we're gonna do basically the hopper. And what you do for the hopper is you put it in to this space. Might not be able to use the hopper, so you can put, you know, a cauldron. I know on this server you can't use hoppers. So a good way to, you know, do it, you can do a cauldron too, and it's almost the exact same thing.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yep.
Looks good.
But there's the hopper right there.
All right. Cool.
So basically you put it in like that. What you can add up here to make your place look better is just add hay bale. I know that it's not wheat, but it makes a good substance for showing that their wheat goes in here.
Right. It represents, right?
Yep. And then just some chests maybe as well, just as an added bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say. Don't be afraid to make it cramped, because that's kind of what a windmill is. It's very cramped. Pretty cramped inside, so. But there you go. This is where you put your wheat. You come all the way up here and you put your wheat in.
Cool.
It goes through, and where the windmill meets the building is where it gets grind up, right? When it gets grind up, it goes all the way to the bottom where the flour comes out. So we got to build basically a hopper at the bottom to represent where the wheat comes out of. So what we're going to do is we're going to take spruce stairs again. And we're going to... Actually, we're not going to use spruce because we have spruce for things. Instead, we're going to use jungle wood. So we're going to put jungle wood kind of like around the third cobblestone down, or cobblestone fence down, like so. Then we're going to do it upside down on the other part. So,
And remember to shift click.
yeah, you need to shift click for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then around the back, I'm just going to put it around like so. But I'm going to put actual stairs
Mhm.
on the front as Then on the sides, I'm just going to use spruce, or not spruce, jungle planks. Fill in the side where it doesn't come out of. And we're going to remove this, and we're just going to leave it like that. So when you click on the hopper, the wheat or the flour would be in there.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was clicking.
Oh, that's fine. But then there you go. That's where you get your wheat out of. It comes, straight out of there. After it gets ground up.
Cool.
And that's basically how we do the windmill, so it makes sense when you come in here. It's not just empty with stuff in it. The windmill actually makes sense, and that's part of what I like to do when I'm building stuff is I want it to make sense. That's one way you can do it, is just adding that bit of weirdness to it, I
Right,
guess.
right. No,
And then go ahead.
no, I said it definitely does. I mean, it is a good tip, basically.
Yeah. Then I'm just adding crates or pistons and chests everywhere.
Mhm.
We'll probably put some hay bales as well. Just to make it still seem farm type. I'm gonna grab the hay bale again and just place a few of them around the area. So then always add spider or cobwebs to a farm place because they always have cobwebs farm place. So just add them kind of wherever up in the ceiling area. And we're gonna go to the top and put some up there as well. Just in the ceiling. Like so.
Them pesky spiders.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so the last thing that we can do to add to this, even though it's pretty much done, is just some of the texture on the outside. So buttons, fence gates, trapdoors, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is just come over here, and I'm going to leave the spruce alone, or the spruce logs alone, and I'm going to add trapdoors basically along the edge, except for where the window is. So will help it look nicer with more texture around the edges of the farm or the windmill, like so. After that, I'm going to add buttons to the top layer around the windows,
Mhm.
even on the side ones.
Okay.
These are stone buttons, not the wood ones.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to add a trapdoor, 2 trapdoors on the side, right above the buttons, like so, all around the edges. And then I'm going to get out the logs and, or the oak logs, and just place them sticking out, like so, along the roof
Mhm.
of each side. So, alright,
That looks good.
that's the that's the bottom part done. For this part where the logs are sticking out, the square part, I'm going to use fence gates, trap doors. That's what I'm going to do to the outside, is just a fence gate and then some trapdoors on the white wall. Fence gates, open it and it looks nice.
Leave them open.
Yep, that's what I do, is leave them open.
Uh,
Looks like they're connected to the build.
That's true.
And then for this middle part where this white wool is, we'll just put trapdoors like so we'll have them where it's every other basically. This will
All right.
basically make it so that the white wool doesn't look textured on there.
Right, right.
Yep. And you could add more, but this is pretty good. I mean, this is a very nice.
It is. It's very nice
Good.
looking.
You could always add fences like underneath ports, so just make sure you're careful where you add them.
Yeah,
Um,
because of the stairs.
and then we'll just put in the 2 doors that we need. The one, then we'll put in some light fixtures as well on the inside. And light fixtures, you can use whatever you want. I like to use redstone lamps, off and on. It gives you a different view of each of the room in a different kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And then we connect the path. I'm gonna put a trapdoor right above the front door as well. So on the inside, I'm gonna take a redstone lamp and a lever. I'm gonna go on inside.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna add the redstone lamp wherever it fits. So like right here, it fits pretty well. On and bam, you got light in this. Go up to the second level. Add one basically right next to the cobblestone fence and turn that on. We'll go outside and we'll go up all the way to the top. We'll add a redstone lamp there as well, right in the middle. Lever right on. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the lighting done.
I like to look at the stuff. Yeah, I like changing it.
There you go.
That looks good.
See, and if you don't put light everywhere, it looks a lot better at night.
Yeah, it does. It looks more natural, you know?
Yep, it does.
Yep.
And that's basically the lighthouse.
All right, guys. There's a shot of it at the nighttime and day. Looks good. All right. Thanks again for another video. And again, leave us suggestions. If there's anything that you want 789 Mom to build, let us know. And be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and be sure to share the video. And he's shaking his head yes. And be careful, Jack. Don't fall off. Okay.
He fell
They
off.
fell off. He's not a very good stunt man. All right. We'll see you guys in a later video.